deal. And of course, Stamp Happy Academy. If you guys are Stamp Happy Academy members, you have been getting the catalog kickoff for free, which is a total bonus for you. If you're a premium or a live only member, you guys are getting a free bingo event next Tuesday night, and we have lots of prizes to give away. We've got like over 50 prizes that we're going to be giving away to the members. So keep that in mind. Adhesive kits. I have these adhesive kits in these adorable little pouches. You get a liquid glue, an adhesive eraser, the glue dots, the adhesive or the sand eraser, the bag, the ruler, the tear and tape, the seal, the dimensionals. You also get some black dimensionals in there too. So there we go. So we're going to be using this paper. I always call it the man paper, but it's the man paper. I was right. Okay, we're also going to be using a stamp set called Go To Greetings. Now, this is one of the stamp sets in the annual catalog by one of our $1 million sellers at Sandy Hartka. I actually had the pleasure of hanging out with Sandy Hartka at a Founder Circle event a number of years ago, and she's just a sweetheart. So I was very excited to get her set. And it's just a lot of great greetings in a lot of different fonts. I mean, they're like greetings we all use. And it's nice to have a variety of fonts because sometimes, if you have a cutesy card you're giving to a child, this probably isn't the font you're going to use on their card, but you might use this or this. So I really was excited to get this set, and I'm so glad that she helped design this. We're also going to be using this Stylish Sketches stamp set. This is one of the items you can choose with a $50 order during Sale-a-bration. And it's not really my style of stamp, but I have seen a few cards with it, and I made a card today. And another reason why I had to have it was Peepers. I don't know how Peepers is doing. I'm assuming Peepers is fine, but this reminds me, of course, of my sweet little Peepers. So I had to get it. And then we're going to be using one of the squares out of the Stylish Shapes dies. I'm also using the Quatrefoil embossing folder. I did emboss a layer with this, so we'll get that too. And so let me get my paper pack in here. Here we go. So I'm using mint macaron as my card base. Oh, I need to get an inside piece. Well, I'll get that in a second. So I've got a 5.5 by 8.5 mint macaron. I have a 4 by 5.25 that I have embossed with the Quatrefoil folder. And then after I got done with this, I didn't want it to be super noticeable. I just wanted it to be a very subtle background. So I took my bone folder and I kind of smashed all my embossing down. So it's fairly flat, but it still has some really nice texture. Okay. So that is going to go on the front of our card. I have a piece of this pattern of the Designer Series paper, and I cut this to 2 by, I don't remember, 4.5. Yes, 2 by 4.5. I have this Stylish Shape square, so it's got the little polka dots kind of punctured in all the way around because of the die. And then I have a layer of Early Espresso that is a 3 by 3 to go behind this. This is a very simple card. Let me get the inside layer here. Whoops, that's not big enough. I think this is probably, will this fit? It's probably a 3 3/4 by 5, but it's fine. We're not going to be picky about it. We don't care. Okay. So I'm going to first start out by stamping my little duck friends, on this piece right here, and my sentiment. So here is Peepers and his friend. And then I did choose the happy birthday because today's my birthday. In case you guys didn't know, it's my birthday. Kind of excited. Okay. And I'm old. Well, I mean, I'm sure age is relative, but I feel kind of old sometimes. I'm 56 years old today. All right, so I've got a happy birthday sentiment that I am going to stamp here on the bottom of this layer. I'm trying to center it, and usually I stick my head so I can see straight down on my paper, but my camera's in the way, so I can't really see straight down, but that worked out pretty good. And then we will go ahead and get sweet little Peepers and Peeper's friend. Let's see, about like that, I think. There we go. Now, you can leave this just as you want. You can leave it just as it is if you want. But in case you're interested, I'm going to show you something that you can do if you want. You can, after you stamp the image, you can take a blender pen. Okay. Oh, Eileen, you're so sweet. And you can just kind of pull some ink, because the ink isn't completely dry. And so you can just use your blender pen to basically just kind of follow those highlighting lines that are already, in here from the stamp. to add some, I guess, you know, color, maybe dimension, what have you, to the ducks. And then you can also do the ground if you want. So if you are interested, you know, that's one way to do it. So you can have it plain or you can have it colored, and then make sure you scribble the color off of your blender pen and you can be done with that. Now I also did want to bring in a light crumb cake marker, a blend, because I wanted to just add a tiny bit of dimension underneath their feet with my blend. Okay. So basically that part of the card is finished. Oh, you know what? I think we might go ahead and stamp our little friends again in here, just kind of off the page, a little bit at the bottom. I just kind of always like to add a little something to the insides of my cards. I just feel like it's just a little bit fun for someone to open it up and have even more fun on the inside. So we are now, excuse me, I'm going to add, oh, this is crazy. I was using this seal in a live that I did on the catalog kickoff, and it was twisted, and I thought maybe I had twisted it, because some of you guys may have seen that live and you may be thinking, what happened to your seal? I think what happened is when it was getting rolled onto the little spools at the factory, I think they flipped it on, somehow it got flipped. I don't know, because I didn't do anything to it. I know I didn't. And as I took it apart and I was kind of messing around with it, I could see that it was flipped. And so anyways, I tried to fix it. So we'll see. If it doesn't work out and I can't keep using it, I'll call Stampin' Up! And they'll replace it. I mean, I'm not concerned about that at all. So, all right. So we're going to stick our little friends on the inside here. There we go. And we've got our quatrefoil on the outside. So I'm going to use liquid glue to add this to the card because it's embossed. And I just feel like that it needs to have liquid glue. Okay. And we'll get this. I sort of feel like maybe my layer is short or my card is long. Is my card like a tiny bit too long? No. My layer might be a teensy. No, it's just right. I don't know. It looks a little off. All right. So thank you guys. I see more of you are wishing me happy birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys sure know how to make a gal feel good. Okay. So I have this little piece of paper. This was a 2x4. I am going to snip this into a banner shape. So I'm going to go in from the center and I'm going to snip. And we'll see if I can. Sometimes you got to be able to see pretty well to do this. And yeah, I think we can do it. There we go. And there we go. And I'm just going to add this to the card just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my glue. Now I'm going to, just because I want to see how this looks, I'm going to kind of gently curl the end of this. And I'm going to purposely not put glue there, just so it kind of stands up a little bit. I think that might be kind of interesting. All right, so I'm going to attach this so that it is at the top, and like so. Make sure that it's kind of centered, because a lot of times, I don't know, my eyeballs play tricks on me, and they don't center things. Even though I think that they do, they don't. All right, so now I'm going to bring in some dimensionals, and I still have some of these edges of these minis, so I'm going to see if I can get this used up. We'll see. I don't know. That's kind of a lot of dimensionals to use up, but we'll see what happens. We'll go 4 on this. I don't think we need one in the middle. I don't think it can sag. It's a pretty small piece. So, but we'll definitely use these pieces here. Okay. I think that's centered. This is definitely a man card. Maybe I'll give this to my husband for his birthday, which is next month while we're on vacation, because I'm going to remember that he had a birthday. Yeah, I'm still really excited to go upstairs and see if he has remembered my birthday. Okay, so I have some of these cute little rustic metallic adhesive dots, and I'm going to use some of these little tiny ones, I think. And I think what I want to do with them is I'm going to try this. We'll see what happens. I didn't actually do this yet today, so I'm going to see if I can just put them in the corner. I can. There we go. Then the last thing I want to do is I want to add a little bit of baker's twine. Well, it's not baker's twine. Well, yeah, it is. What's twine? It's this new twine that we have in the holiday catalog. It's called the silver, what is it called? Silver threaded twine. And so it's really thick, but I discovered if you cut off a chunk, you can just pull the strands out of there. Okay. So here is a strand. And I don't know if I'm going to like this or not, but I'm going to tie a bow and I'm going to see if I like it at the bottom. I'm kind of thinking no, but I'm going to try. So, because I think it's okay to put a bow on a man card as long as it's some stuff like this. You know, if it was like pink ribbon, I probably wouldn't stick it on a man card. Whoops, I need scissors that are going to actually cut that. But, all right, what do you guys think? I was going to think about sticking it right here, but I'm wondering if that is overkill. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think, bow or no bow. And while I'm cleaning up my mess, then we'll figure out what we're going to do, because the card's done now. So bow or no bow? Julie says no, 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 no. I'll say no. Tony says either way. We've got no, no. Oh my gosh. I don't think anybody has said yes. Nope. Okay. You guys are feeling what I'm saying. We're going to remove the bow. I'm going to stick it over here. I can use it on something else. Well, that is just a good tip for you guys to know that you can pull those strands out. And there you go. BJ does say both. I hate to say it, BJ, but I think we're overruled. So there we have it. Our first card. I think it's just a pretty good, simple card for a guy. And of course, you could use the wolf image. If your guy's not a fan of ducks, you could make your layer just a little bit bigger, or you could turn it this way and have it be this way instead of that. You could have it be, what is this? Landscape, and this is portrait, to get that in there. I feel like either one of them would be good. So there we go. All right.